In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. This is the beginning of the second chapter in your book, okay? Well, if you actually go to page 217, we want to talk today about the pronunciation of plurals in English, okay? If you read these lines, you can find that plurals in English are of three different kinds. Let us read it. It says, nearly all English nouns have a plural form. For example, cat is the plural is cats, line 1. Dog, the plural is dogs. And fox is the plural is foxes. But have you ever paid attention to how plural forms are pronounced? Let's see. Listen to a native speaker of English, or yourself if you are one, if you are a native speaker. Pronounce these plurals for you, okay? Let's go to the next page. Look at the first line. For first list A. See? Cab, cabs. Cad, cads. Bag, bags. Love, loves. Lathe, lathes. Cam, cams. Can, cans. Call, calls. Bar, bars. Spa, spars. And boy, boys. Remember, column B, the pronunciation is different. Let's listen. Cap, caps. Cat, cats. Bag, bag. Back, backs. Cough, coughs. And faith, faiths. Okay? And let us go to column 3, okay? Column C. Here again you can see that there's still another pronunciation for these sounds, these words. The first one is boss, bosses. The second one is bush, bushes. Others are buzz, buzzes. Garage, garages. Match, matches. Badge, badges. Okay? So column A, column B, and column 3. Three different kinds of pronunciations for column A, column B, column C. Okay? So what is the case? So we say that column A actually, when we want to make plurals, we say z to make plural. But for column B, we say s to make plural. Okay? And for column C, we say z for plural. Okay? Well, column D is irregular. It is not like A, B, and C. How is it? We say child, children, R-E-N is added. Ox, oxen, E-N is added. Mouse, mice. There's a change inside the pronunciation. So, ow is changed to I. Okay? Mouse, mice. Okay? The next one is criterion and criteria. Okay? We add criterion instead of O-N at the end, we add A. And the last one, the word sheep, does not have an S plural at the end. So sheep and sheep. No difference. No difference between plural and singular. Well, let us not talk about column D and talk about column A, B, and C. Why is it the case that for column A we have the Z pronunciation, and for B we have S pronunciation, and for C we have Z pronunciation? Okay? This is something like this. In order to find a way, we are not going to say anything about the spelling. The spelling is not good. spelling is not good. The answer is in phonetics, the sounds. Why some sounds are like column A, some words are like column A, some words are like column B, and some words are like column C. Okay, this is important. So if you actually go to, in fact, page 218, in the middle of the page, well, the variant forms are here. When you say allomorph, means the variant forms of the sounds. The sounds of plural has got three different pronunciations, or three allomorphs. One is z, one is s, and the other is z. Okay, that's why. Okay, now look at the words. You can find that z is pronounced after cab, cad, bag, love, lathe, cam, can, bang, call, bar, swa, etc., etc. And for s, we have something like, the pronunciation is after these words: cap, cat, back, calf, faith, etc. And next we have the last one as z. You can see it is something like upside down and z. So we have bus, buzz, garage, match, badge. Okay, so the pronunciation is z. So why? If you actually go to the next page, page 219, you can see that it's only after these sounds. So we have z after p, d, g, v, th, m, n, ng, l, r, a, and oi. Okay? Now we have s after where? After what? After p, t, k, f, th. And we have z pronunciation for the plurals after s, sh, z, j, t, and j. Why? We find that, well, z is in fact something that appears after voiced non-sibilant segments. So if the word ends in a voiced non-sibilant segment, you add z to the pronunciation. And if there is something like a s pronunciation, it appears after voiceless non-sibilant segments. Okay, segment means parts. Okay, means consonants, vowels. And as after sibilant segments. Okay, so in order to find the answer, we say that in English, whenever we want to make a plural, we add something like rule number 1 and rule number 2. What is the rule? Okay, first we go to the line column C. Okay, so what do we do here? We add a schwa here. Okay, for all these words we add a schwa after. Okay, like what? Bus becomes buses, basa. Bush becomes busha. Buzz becomes buzza, etc. So we add a schwa. After that, we look at all the sounds. When the sound ends in a consonant, when this word ends in a, let's say, voiceless, we have column B. When it is voiced, we have column A, we add Z. Okay, for column B, we had sa. So the rule is something like this. So first of all, we add rule number 1. Insert a schwa. We add a schwa before the plural morpheme za. when the regular noun ends in a sibilant. What is the result? The result is bush becomes bushes. Bush becomes bushes. Number two, you know that the plural is sometimes the, sometimes se. What is the rule? The rule is that anytime we have a voiced sound at the end, we add the. When anytime we have a voiceless sound, we have se. So when there is something like cat, we add s. So it is cats. Why? Te is voiceless, se is voiceless. Now, when it comes to bag, or dog, g is voiced. So we add z, which is again voiced. So line 2 says, change the column number 2 says, change the plural morpheme to z to a voiceless s when it preceded by a voiceless sound. So we have something like dogs, not dogs, okay? Or cats, not cats, okay? This is the rule, okay? Thank you very much. I'm going to talk about, if they have got questions, come to my web page, okay? Come to my WhatsApp.